You know what I discovered about myself just a few days ago, and I never knew this before? I'm lethargic. I didn't know that. I thought I was so full of energy and so driven and all that. Now I'm lethargic. I don't want to do anything. I don't. Am I lazy? Yeah, but who isn't lazy? Am I lethargic? Big time. I don't have the drive. I want to be lazy. And then I started thinking back to my childhood. Did I run around and play with other kids? Did I have pent-up energy that I had to release on a regular basis? No, I never had it. I was always lethargic. My mother said that it took a long time to deliver me in the delivery room when I was a little fetus baby. It's because I was lethargic. I didn't really care about coming out at all. It's crazy. It's my thing. I'm lethargic. They say, once you know yourself, there's an incredible release of pressure and incredible feeling of freedom if you know who you are. I'm lethargic. I should have that printed on a T-shirt. I'm lethargic. A lot of people don't know what lethargic means, so you can kind of get away with it for a while until they look it up. But lethargic, they won't even look it up. I'm lethargic. I never knew that. Shh, don't tell anybody I'm lethargic.
On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
I don't care.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Thank you very much.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
All right, fine. Hey, welcome to the program. It is the Ron Van Dam Show. I do this every weekday. I guess I'm not lethargic about that, but everything else I am. I'm not lethargic about eating. I'll eat all the time. Happily, I'll be eating. Maybe I'm not as lethargic as I thought I was. Probably saying to yourself, is he going to be talking about lethargic through the whole show? Because that'll be boring. No, I'm not. Don't worry about it. All right, fine. Well, let's get started by just setting some ground rules here. And the ground rule is that the President of the United States, Donald Trump, is a douchebag. I mean, let's just start with that as a foundation and work our way down. He said something a few days ago that really nooked my cranny, that really bothered me. And what ticked me off about even that, this person who listens to the show came up to me and said, "Hey, Ron, I listen to your show all the time." That's not the way he talked. That's my impersonation of him. "Hey, Ron, I listen to your show all the time." So, well, thank you very much. Says, you really don't like Trump, do you? Oh, I guess you do listen. No, I don't. I don't know what type of Sherlock you are, but yeah, I don't like him. Hey, Ron, so tell me, so what has he been doing lately? Excuse me? What has Trump been doing lately? You don't know? You don't follow this? No, I don't pay attention. I don't need to pay attention to. You do need to pay attention because you don't know. You see, you don't know. Then if you hear somebody say something, you think that's true because you don't know. You're lethargic is what you are. So I'm going to start the show just by setting the record straight. First of all, the President of the United States is an outright liar, and that's, by foundation, a horrible thing. Recently, in case you didn't know, Saudi Arabia's oil tanks were attacked by what they think were drone planes or some kind of thing, and they lost half of their oil fuel in explosions and things. Their oil supply was attacked. At first, it was a rebel group that claimed responsibility. Then they found it was probably the Iranians, or Iranians. And we've been having some trouble with them lately. Of course, you don't know that if you don't listen to the news. So Trump wanted to appear very, very strong. And he said that, well, we may have to retaliate. We don't know. We're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded to retaliate if we have to defend our friends, Saudi Arabia. First of all, they're not our friends. They happen to produce a lot of oil that we use, so that makes you friendly. You're friends with benefits is what that is. Donald Trump has been saying for the past week now that he will sit down and meet with the Iranians anytime they want, anytime, just say the word, no conditions. They want to meet, we'll meet. We don't have to plan anything. We don't have to agree to anything first. No conditions whatsoever. I'll sit down and talk to them anytime because I am the deal maker. I am the peacemaker. Then these attacks occur on the Saudi Arabian oil reserve supply. And then Donald all of a sudden says, well, I never said I would meet with them under any conditions at all. I never said that. You did, Don. Oh, I never said that. And this is what he tweeted. Donald Trump tweeted, quote, "The fake news is saying that I am willing to meet with Iran, no conditions. That's an incorrect statement, as usual." That was a statement. Donald Trump does this campaign against any news organization that says bad things about him, then that's fake news. Everything Donald says is real news, you see. It's actually backwards. Anything that the news people say is usually true. Anything Donald says is always false, is always fake. It's the other way around. I'll read this quote again, this tweet. And it goes, "The fake news is saying that I am willing to meet with Iran, no conditions. That is an incorrect statement, as usual." That's what Trump tweeted. This is what he said, in his own words, just days before that.
To meet.
Do you have preconditions for that meeting?
No preconditions, no. They want to meet, I'll meet. Anytime they want. Anytime they want. It's good for the country, good for them, good for us, and good for the world. No preconditions. If they want to meet, I'll meet.
Okay, Don. You just said that you never said that you'd meet with Iran with no conditions. You said you never said that. We just played something where you did say that. We'll play it again.
I would certainly meet with Iran if they wanted to meet.
Do you have preconditions for that meeting?
No preconditions, no. They want to meet, I'll meet. Anytime they want. Anytime they want. It's good for the country, good for them, good for us, and good for the world. No preconditions. If they want to meet, I'll meet.
It says that, Don, you just tweeted that that's an incorrect statement that you said you'd meet with them with no conditions. That was fake news. It's not fake news. You said it. We just played it. And not only that, but your Secretary of State, Pompeo, actually also said that you would meet with Iran with no conditions. Mike Mulvaney, your spokesperson, your White House spokesperson, also told us on audio that you would meet with Iran, no conditions, just meet with them anytime. Oh, Don. It's one thing to lie. It's another thing to lie about something that you actually said that was taped, that was broadcast with your face on it, with your mouth moving, saying the opposite. You're blowing our minds here. All right. Just had to do that. That's for those of you that claim that the president does not lie. I think now you pretty much understand.
Lie, lie, lie.
Stop tweeting, please.
Please be quiet.
Shut up. Stop tweeting.
Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Please be quiet.
Stop tweeting, please.
Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Okay, I'm sorry.
Please. God. That phrase tweeting bothers me so much. Here's the President of the United States making threats, making international statements through a tweet. You know what a tweet is? A tweet is a little sound that a bird makes. Tweet, 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 tweet. I can't even whistle. That's a tweet. You don't say something like incredibly important and conducive to destruction and power in a tweet, in a little tweet. People tweeting each other like little birds feeding worms to their little floundering young. Tweeting, it's a horrible, horrible phrase. It's a horrible word for this. It makes me laugh when I hear that. The president tweeted. No, birds tweet. People don't tweet. But the president of the United States tweeted last night. Oh, did he tweet? Did he tweet in his sleep? The president of the United States tweeted. He tweeted. It's actually funny. Hey, God, what the hell's going on in my world? The hell's going? Am I supposed to just sit here and just accept all of this as normal? No, I don't think I should. And you shouldn't either. I had my physical about a month ago. By the way, no transition involved here. I'm just going right to something else. I had my physical about a month ago, and my doctor told me, Ron, you staying hydrated? You know, what are you talking about? Are you drinking water? Yes. Why? Why all of a sudden is this so important? When did this start? At what point in my history was it very important for me to be constantly hydrated? As opposed to, what are you asking me if I'm dehydrated? Why would you ask me? Do I appear like I don't drink water, like I have no liquids in me whatsoever? Do I appear that way? No, Ron, I just want to make sure that you stay hydrated. What am I, a plant? What am I, plant? Why don't you come by my house and water me every 3 days? That I stay hydrated? Is my nose shriveling up? What's the problem with this? What are you talking about? What's this hydration thing all of a sudden? Why are people walking the earth, intelligent human beings, attached to water bottles? What is that? They're like little fuel tanks. When did that start? Well, let's say you want to take a trip down to the store? Sure, let me just get my water. What? What are you talking about? Let me just get my water? Now you can't go anywhere without a little bottle of water? And if it's not the little bottle, then we have these little canisters. We fill it with water and we walk around all day with the water. Well, I've got to have my water with me all the time. Otherwise, my batteries will die. I've got to stay hydrated. Otherwise, I will wither and die. When did this start? When did this hydration thing start? Is it the water companies? Is that what it is? Is it Poland Spring that started this? Or that Fuji water, or whatever you call that thing? Who started this thing with the water? Everybody's got to have water with them at all times. I got to have my water. Where's my water? Where did I put my water? Where's my water? I can't live without my water. It's crazy, man. When I was growing up, I never had water. The only time I had water is if it was a hot day in the summer and I stuck a garden hose in my mouth. Other than that, I don't think I ever had water. When I sat down for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, for breakfast it was juice, and for lunch and dinner it was a glass of milk. I don't think I ever just had water. Why would somebody just have water when there's other things to drink? I never had water as a kid. There was no bottled water. There's no such thing. There were bottles, but nobody put water in them. Bottles weren't for water. You put water in a glass, you drink it if you're so inclined. But why would you when there's other stuff to drink? But now, all of a sudden, it's our life force requires large amounts of water. My doctor told me that I should be having like a half a gallon to a gallon of water a day. Are you kidding me? What, do you want to give me bladder problems? You drink water. Why you're telling me to drink water all day? Do you understand? I spend half my life sleeping and the other half peeing. I'm totally taken up with all my time with this thing. Ron, you got to stay hydrated. I'm serious. Stop it. Stop it. Leave me alone. Stop telling me to drink water. I've never been so bloated in my life. I'm bloated. I'm not fat. I'm bloated. That's water. It's water retention. I don't think my body was meant to carry around that much water all day. I think my bladder is yelling at me, Ron, stop it. I can't stand this. It's too much. I think we drink too much water. I really do. I think there's water in everything that we eat. I think there's moisture in just about everything except for dry cake. And if you're eating dry cake, who cares about water? You got cake. It's crazy, man. But now we're doing the opposite of water as far as our medication is concerned. We used to take medication. We used to take it with a glass of water. Make sure you take this medication with a glass of water and some food. Now we don't have to do that anymore because everything's in chewables. Everything's chewable. Chewable vitamins, chewable medicine, chewable everything. I'm surprised they don't have chewable cocaine. I'm a little sick of snorting this stuff up my nose. I sniff, and it really is like a bother. When are they going to come out with cocaine chewables? Well, somebody will, now that I've mentioned it, probably. It's obsession with water. Water. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We have a great guest coming up momentarily, as a matter of fact. But first, just please sit back. Oh, by the way, if you tell your friends to listen to this program on a regular basis, to subscribe to it, and it costs you nothing to subscribe, by the way. It's a hard word to say, subscribe. I noticed that it's hard to say, well, go to newenglandbroadcasting.com and you can listen to Ron. That's a lot. That's a lot to type in, a lot to say, and a lot to remember. So we came up with ronradio.com. That's easy, right? ronradio.com. Anywhere, any place, just type in, say ronradio.com, and you'll come to the same place. Try to make it easier. It's easier for me when it's easier for you. That's how we do things. Are you making the proper choices, by the way?
You are listening to The Ron Van Dam Show. Did they just not offer you a second choice? Or did you not have a lot of time to choose? Help me out here. I don't understand. What were you thinking?
Good morning, Ron.
Hey,
Thank you for having me this morning.
Pleasure, Sarah. Sarah Tilton joins us now. She's a child passenger safety advocate and certified child passenger safety instructor and technician. She does a lot of stuff. Thanks for being with us today, Sarah.
Thank you.
We're talking about car seats, which are very difficult to maneuver sometimes, and but they're important. And yeah, go on.
I'm sorry. Yes, it can be very overwhelming for a family selecting a car seat. They find it very stressful. Yeah. In fact, recent Volvo research shows that 92% of families find it very overwhelming when they are researching child passenger or child safety products.
There you go. And there are so many different car seats, and I mean they're all somewhat safe. I assume, otherwise they wouldn't be able to to pass these regulations, but at the same time, the instructions are crazy, and I don't know which car seat to go for, to be honest with you. I don't know what's the best, the easiest, etc.
You know, that is a great question, a great concern that many families have. We always want to pick a car seat that first and foremost fits the child, so appropriate height, weight, fits in your vehicle. You're able to get a proper installation, nice and tight, doesn't move more than an inch left to right, front to back, and then, of course, includes features that you can use correctly each and every time.
Yeah, Sarah, what about, maybe it fits at one particular age, but these children seem to grow so fast. They just, like you turn your back and like, wow, now you don't fit your clothes anymore. So,
well, they absolutely do grow very quickly, right? And they're ready for college before you know it.
Yes. From car seat to college.
Yes, exactly. They do grow quickly. Their direction that they ride in the vehicle is going to change as they grow. We want to leave children rear-facing as long as possible. We know that they are better protected. And then we don't want to transition them to another direction, rear to forward-facing, until they outgrow the capacity of the car seat that they're using for each direction.
Okay. And and the car seat must be in the back seat. I mean, we start there, right? I mean, you can't put the car seat in the front seat.
We do want to keep every child under the age of 13 in the back seat. Yeah. You know, it is perceived that the rear center seating position is the safest place to install a car seat.
Yes.
But a properly installed car seat in an outboard seating position overrides that center seating position. And then the question becomes, is it behind the driver or behind the passenger? That's going to be about your lifestyle in the community that you live. You never want to take a baby out of a vehicle on street side.
Yeah. I understand there's a car seat expiration date. I did not know that.
Yes, car seats do have expiration dates. Usually it's from the date of manufacture from the seat. The number of years does vary based on make and model. Usually you can find that information whether it's on a label on the car seat or in the user guide that comes with your car seat. Okay.
Now, what do you do? Like in the summer, children don't wear, overcoats and things, and in the winter, you stuff them in, into a lot of clothes. Does that make a difference?
It absolutely does. We don't recommend that a child rides in a car seat with heavy, bulky winter coats on. Secure them in the car seat in their 5-point harness. You can slide their their coat onto them backwards, just slide their arms in, or throw a nice warm blanket over them.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, because when you're in the car, I mean, it's supposed to be cabin temperature anyway that's comfortable. It's not like you're riding on the roof or something like that.
Right. And, we often dress our kids up, put them in their car seat like they're going out to play in the snowbank.
I know.
And that's not reality inside our vehicle.
Yeah, and then you put the heat on in the car and everybody's sweating.
And we as adults take our coat off, but they're not able to do the same.
Okay, very good. Is there something that most people do incorrectly that you want to point out?
3 out of 4 car seats typically are used incorrectly. So I would recommend that we always read the user guide that comes with our car seat, the manual that comes with our vehicle, and that we pick that car seat that fits our child, fits our vehicle, and we can use correctly each and every time.
Okay. Now, I know Volvo has been like safety conscious since the day they started putting names on cars. I mean, so they especially look at this kind of stuff.
They do. It made logical sense that Britax and Volvo joined forces to share information with families to help keep their children safe on the road. Yeah,
no question about it. Okay, where do we go for more information about this?
Viewers can find more information at volvocars.com.
Excellent. Hey, good information, because it is a confusing thing, and people don't really admit that they don't know what they're doing with the car seats, because you want to seem like you know what you're doing as a parent, and then this contraption is handed to you that is ultra important, and it befuddles many people. And sometimes you have to take the car seat and take it out and put it into another car. A lot of families have two cars. Of course, you'd prefer there be two Volvos. But, the easiest thing to do is to buy two car seats, but some people can't afford that. So there's a lot of stuff going on with that.
There is. Keeping in mind that properly installed car seat is very crucial in keeping their little ones safe, and taking the extra time to make sure that they're reading and the instructions for the car seat and make sure that they're using it correctly. And there's always help out there if they need it by visiting the website to their car seat, the website for their vehicle, or calling their customer service departments.
Good. Let me just throw something in myself, because I see a lot of this when kids don't use car seats anymore. They're not adults yet, but they sit in the back seat and they don't wear seat belts. And I get very concerned about that back seat doesn't mean that you don't wear seat belts. And they're still kids.
That is correct. Every passenger in our vehicle should be properly restrained, whether it's an adult wearing our seat belt and wearing it correctly, not putting the shoulder belt behind us. All passengers, whether I'm in the front seat, the back seat, need to have our seat belt on.
Yeah. And you may think it doesn't make a difference, but if the unthinkable happens, it sure does make a difference. Okay, one more time, that website is volvocars.com, is that correct?
That is correct.
Very good. Hey, Sarah, thank you for your time today. It's been informative. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Ron. Have a great day.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that'll do it for me today. You have been wonderful. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. I could not do what you do. First of all, I wouldn't want to do what you do, because I don't even know what you do. I don't know who you are. What a great relationship this is, isn't it? You know, we spend time together just about every day, but I don't have to know you or put up with your idiosyncrasies and your whiny little bitchy problems. And you don't have to listen to me drone on and on and on about complaining about things. You know, this is perfect. We don't have to go out to dinner and spend exorbitant amounts of cash just so we can shove food in our face and look at each other chew. You know, this is really, really, we don't even have to have sex, and I think that's really the best part of this. Because to be honest with you, I think we find ourselves basically quite disgusting, so that wouldn't work anyway. So this is great. This is just great. I don't even have to listen to you. I don't even know your name. This is wonderful. This is the way all relationships should be. I have a very close friend. What's your friend's name? I have no idea. What's your friend look like? I don't know. I have no idea. Why are you friends with... I don't know. That's a perfect relationship, isn't it? That relationship can go on forever because there are no problems involved. There couldn't be, because nobody knows each other. I mean, I know that you exist on the planet. You know that I exist on the planet. We don't bother each other. I think it's fantastic. You're not calling me in the middle of the night. Oh, my boyfriend. You know, I don't have to put up with that crap. And you don't have to listen to me. You listen to me when you want to listen to me. Otherwise, you don't listen to me. This is so perfect. How often do you know somebody and you have to listen to them? They just go on and on and on. Oh my God, it's them again. Now I got to sit here and listen to them. You put the phone down and you go do something else, and they're still talking as if you're still there. They don't even care if you're there or not. That's a horrible relationship. But this works, doesn't it? This works, my close little buddy. This is pathetic, isn't it? Have yourselves a wonderful day. I wish you peace. be back again tomorrow, so don't forget to stop by anytime. I don't care, whatever.